Hi, this is Mark at learnhowtogarden.com, and in today's episode of the 10 Minute Gardener we're going to talk about one of the fundamental things you've got to do to your tomatoes, otherwise you're going to get no tomatoes or very few on them. And I think if you remember, I said it's very important you know what tomatoes you're growing and what variety they are, which is one of the problems people sometimes can get when they buy really cheap tomatoes from places like car boot sales. And that's because tomatoes fall into two distinct categories. You have determinate, they're ones that are like bush tomatoes. They grow to a determinate shape, they stop, they produce all their fruit over a period of about 3-4 weeks normally. And then you have cordon tomatoes, and cordons will keep growing. They're known as indeterminate. We tend to grow them up a string or up a cane, and with those we have to sort of do certain things to them, otherwise they won't fruit. And what I'm showing you today, these are the tomatoes that we put into our grow pots 2 weeks ago. And if you just look down here, you can see that between the main stem of the tomato here and the branch with the leaves on, we've got here in the axis of the two a small growth. In fact, it's not so small. This is bigger than you'd normally let it be. So this is known as a side shoot. And what's very important on a cordon tomato, which is indeterminate, is that we're going to have to remove all of these side shoots. Now there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. And when we remove them, we want to create the least damage to the stem of the plant. If we create a lot of damage, we'll let in bacteria and viruses, and without a shadow of a doubt our tomato will pick up something and die. So it's early in the morning here, and what we do, we literally take our thumb and finger and just very gently go backwards and forwards, and that is taking away that side shoot. Now if you're short of tomatoes, you could actually root this quite easily and it will actually fruit. It'll set flowers, it'll set fruit, and you'll give flowers much later in the year. So again, here you can see between the branch and the main stem there's this side shoot, so you push one way, come the other way, gently take it out. Very important. If you do this early in the morning, the plant is more turgid, which means it's much easier for you to actually remove these. So you come backwards, forwards, and out it comes. And we do this all the way up so that we have a single stem, we have branches off that stem, and as you can see here we've already started to get flowers forming, and these flowers are what will pollinate and produce our tomatoes. So we're going to take off all these side shoots. You'd normally take them off when they're slightly smaller than this. And now that we have the first of these flowers, I'll actually feed this tomato with a very weak solution of our liquid seaweed. We'll probably put about what we call a thimbleful to 2 gallons, and that will go into this central part of the actual grow pot for the feeding roots. And we're putting water in the outside here about every 2 days, just to keep the reservoir, which is what we're using the grow bag for, nice and moist. So it's important that with a cordon, this is what you do to take these out. If it's a bush, don't take the side branches out, because that's where your fruit's going to form. So you know, let's hope that you know whether it's a bush or a cordon, and you know what variety. So that's a very quick update. I hope that's of some use. Any problems you have with that, if you don't understand it, please don't hesitate to drop us an email at learnhowtogarden.com, and I'll answer all of those as quickly as I possibly can until the next update on our gardening website. I hope you're all keeping well and happy gardening. So that's all for me for now. That's Mark saying thanks a lot.